For well over 40 years, the BMW 3 Series really has been the ultimate driving machine in its category. And the new one promises to be even better than ever before. Well, the 3 Series comes with a choice of diesel as well as petrol engines, and if you are someone who wants good fuel efficiency along with performance, then the 320D is a very good choice. That's a very good diesel engine. But today, of course, we have the petrol motor, and this is the top of the line 328i that we're driving today. Well, BMW claims that this car can do 0 to 100 kph in under 6 seconds, and that really does take the 3 Series into sports car category. Well, this motor generates about 245 bhp of power and about 350 Nm of torque, which really is taking this car into sports car category. Well, not only is this engine a powerhouse in terms of performance, it's also very good when it comes to overall refinement. If you are someone who wants peppy performance all the time, then of course you can click those buttons over here and put the car into sport mode. Now what that mode essentially does is that it holds on to the revs a lot longer and also adds a lot of weight to the steering wheel, so this car feels a lot more crisp and more dynamic than it already is. Well, steering wheel on any BMW is really a treat to operate, and this one is no different. It offers you very strong feedback and is very crisp and very dynamic in the way it operates, and it easily is the best steering wheel in this segment. Well, the 3 Series is the only car which offers you a 50-50 weight distribution in its segment, and what that means is that this car is really a hoot to drive, and when you are pushing it into a corner, it remains very neutral in terms of handling and is very agile and doesn't have any body roll at all. And what all that means is that if you are someone who's sitting behind the steering wheel of this car, you'll have a smile on your face permanently. You also get an 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is a truly delightful gearbox in terms of the shift pattern. It's really quick, and when you are using it in the manual mode through these paddle shifters over here, it remains as engaging and as fast to change gears as it is in the automatic mode. Well, if you are someone who doesn't really like to push his car on a daily basis, you can also choose the comfort setting over here by pressing this button over here, and what that does is it really does ease up the revs. They don't really hold on to that gear much longer, and you can drive this car in a normal and a gentlemanly manner. Well, just because it's the ultimate driving machine, that does not make it bad in terms of practicality. Well, in terms of boot capacity, the BMW 3 Series is at par with its main rival, the C-Class. Now this car, of course, is 480 litres in terms of luggage carrying capacity. And as you can see, it's a very square-shaped boot and it's a very deep boot. The other good point is that the loading area isn't very high from the ground, which means that if you are someone who's got heavy luggage to load, you can do it without any issues. Well, since the 3 Series does not really carry a spare tire, what that means is that if you are someone who has that little extra knick-knack to carry and you want to hide it from the rest of the luggage or from other occupants of the car, you've always got more cubby holes below the main boot. Well, here I am now in the front seats of the BMW 3 Series, and it's very easy to see why this is the ultimate driver's car in its category. And the reason for that is that the dashboard is slightly tilted towards the driver and really does give you a sense of driving engagement that BMW are trying to offer you. Well, the other area where the BMW 3 Series really does give you that sense of driver passion and involvement is the fact that the dials look really sporty and are very clear and easy to read. And BMW hasn't really gone in for the new age digital dials on this car and follows the old school analog gauges, which really do look very cool and classy. Well, BMW has given it a swivel wheel over here, and what that means is that all the buttons and clutter on the dashboard is really eliminated, making it a very intuitive and easy to operate unit. Well, and just because it's a driver's car doesn't make it a bad place for practical purposes. You get a big box over here where you can of course keep your cell phone and your wallet. You also get 2 cup holders over here, and the door bins are large enough for those big 1-litre bottles. Well, the front seats on the 3 Series really are very comfortable and excellent in terms of sporty driving, because you get these side bolsters over here. They really do hold you in your position when you are pushing this car into that corner. Well, because it is a BMW, it really does come with all the kit and all the features. So if you want to know more about this car and its features, head to our website by clicking on this link below. Well, here I am now inside the 3 Series' back seat, and as you can see, headroom is pretty decent, but someone who is over 6 feet might struggle for headroom over here. But that said, it's pretty decent when you compare it with its rivals as well. The other good part is that knee room and leg room is pretty good, and as always I have adjusted the front seat for my driving position, and my height for reference is 5'10". Well, the only downside inside the 3 Series cabin is the fact that the transmission tunnel over here is really very tall, and what that means is that whoever's going to sit here in the middle will struggle for legroom with his co-occupants. Well, BMW haven't skimped on the material quality inside the 3 Series cabin, even though it is one of their cheaper cars in their portfolio. As you can see, there's a lot of attention to detail. There's stitching over here in red on these black leather seats, and really goes to show you the amount of attention to detail that BMW have given this car. Well, the only negative on the BMW 3 Series is the fact that its rear seat has that tall transmission tunnel, and what that does is negate its appeal as a proper 5-seater. But apart from that, this car is nearly faultless and is the perfect car in any market condition in any part of the world. It's great to drive, great to look at, and comes with a good set of engines and a lot of equipment as well, making it the undisputed king of its category, and a car which is sure to dominate this segment for another 40 years.